followed this primary that never seemed to end, and now it's finally over, you saw something very interesting happen when it comes to political stagecrafting. Barack Obama has done these amazing things. He can get 70,000 people to show up in a lawn underneath the heat. You know, he packs stadiums full. And that really connects to a certain group of people. It connects often, he makes these very lofty speeches, and they're a bit more intellectual, yet heartfelt. I mean, totally heartfelt. Whereas Hillary Clinton did retail politics, meaning, you know, door-to-door on the ground, just like Bill Clinton did. I mean, these people really helped define what that was. And so Hillary Clinton would be down on the hay bales. She would have press conferences at gas stations. She would show up at union halls. And she really understood that the space is political, just how they say is that personal is political, space is political in and of itself. And so as you saw Hillary begin to gain momentum, especially with working class voters, I think a lot of it had to do with where she was connecting with people, whereas Obama was connecting with people in these large masses. And then you saw that Obama shifted his game a little bit, which was super smart. Literally, he started playing basketball and having meetings in basketball halls. And now he's understanding that you have to get down on the ground and sometimes roll up your sleeves and play little hoops, and other times, you know, give the big speech. I'm going to tell you a little anecdote about how off I think John McCain is. If you go to John McCain's website right now, and the main property of the main real estate of the property, right, so right in the middle of the homepage, there's 4 major tabs, and I don't remember exactly what they are, but it's like strategy, decision, election, and then golf gear. Golf gear. And you talk about, you know, we're at a time right now where the women's vote, a lot of it's shifting because there are a lot of women who are upset about Hillary, and they'll say, I'm going to vote for McCain. And this guy has on the front page of his website golf gear. You know, personalized McCain golf gear. Now that is not going to attract women voters, and it's definitely not going to attract the blue-collar voters who the only thing they know about golf is that rich people do it. He's completely out of touch. So whether it's stagecraft, you know, with horrible green colors, or whether it's, you know, not getting the branding and messaging right, he doesn't have it. You know, one of the reasons I think Hillary Clinton lost is she ran a 1992 campaign in 2008. Barack Obama got momentum because he understood the internet. And instead of going after $2,000 donors or however, whatever the max is, one person at a time, he decided to go for grow a much larger donor base at $100 at a time. And he really understands modern day elections. It's as much about the media as it is the internet, and those things are completely interconnected. I mean, look at the Jeremiah Wright thing. That thing exploded on YouTube. The whole way that the campaigns are now, it's completely changed the rules of the game, and I'm not sure that McCain gets that. Well, if I were to give Barack Obama some advice right now, I definitely think that he is, he's connected very much on the intellectual level with a lot of people, which is wonderful. After having 8 years of the Bush administration, I want an intellectual in office, and I'm really looking forward to that. But I want an intellectual who comes from, who I can connect with, who I feel like came from where I came from. And, you know, he has this beautiful story that I think he needs to tell a little bit more, and that's the story of his mother and the role that his mother played. You know, all of us have mothers, and we are all really shaped by our parents. He wrote a book about his father, you know, Dreams of His Father. But I think his mother is this very interesting character, and I'm going to be, and especially if he wants women to vote for him, I think he's going to, I need to be respectful of his relationship and all of that. I understand that. But I think the story of his mother, if he brings that out a little bit more, that could be really helpful to him.